Good afternoon, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the first live session for the revision of 10th class CBSE English. Welcome, everybody. Hello. So, my name is Nandini, and I am the English teacher here at Safalta. And today is our first class for the revision of the English syllabus, the CBSE English syllabus for class 10th. And we are going to be coming up with these small videos for the next 3 to 4 days, except of course Sunday. We are going to be coming up with these videos so that it can help you with the revision of your English syllabus for class 10th. Okay, so today hi Anushka, good afternoon. There are 2 more people with me here. Good afternoon, bache. Who else is there? Please write a hello or whatever in the comment section. You can even send a smiley so that I know who you are. All right. So we are going to look at the revision for, revision of, we are going to have these videos over a span of 3-4 days. And in these 3-4 days, we are going to cover some basic parts of your syllabus, right? So for example, today I'm going to take up the formats of your writing tasks. And then tomorrow there'll be something else. On Monday, there's going to be something else. So today we are going to start with the writing tasks. Now, in the writing task in CBSE term 2, you are supposed to do 2 things. First, a formal letter, and the second is an analytical paragraph, which is so this entire section is for 5 marks. Anushka, am I audible, bache? You can comment in this in the comment section. Yeah, so the total of the entire writing task is 5 marks. Your letter is for 2 marks and your analytical paragraph is for 3 marks. So first we are going to have a look with the formal letter, right? Now you're going to get 2 types of formal letters. Either it will be a letter of order or it will be a letter of inquiry. Order means when you have placed an order with some company to buy something or to gain to buy something, or when you need their services you place an order, or when you want to buy something you place an order. So your order or your services could be anything ranging from, let's say, mobiles, laptops, it could be office wear like printers, PCs, anything on those lines. Then letter of inquiry is when you want to ask some questions, when you have some doubts, so that is inquiry. Now, both letter of order and letter of inquiry are formal letters. Okay, both letter of order and letter of inquiry are formal letters, and the analytical paragraph is of course another thing that we are going to discuss later. The format of the formal letter remains the same. Whether you're writing a letter of order or whether you're writing a letter of inquiry, the format will remain the same. Okay, so today what we are going to discuss is this format of the formal letter, and then we are going to discuss the paragraph later. Okay, so yeah, let's start. Now the letter is the first one is, you are Rama or Ramesh of D105 Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi. Now if you see this is the sender's address. This is the sender's address. Okay, D105 Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi. Now remember, if you will use the word Rama and Ramesh and not your names, but you're going to use this name as the sender's name and this address. Okay, you want information, so this is letter of inquiry. You want information about German language courses at German Embassy, Chanakyapuri. So this is your receiver's address. Okay, this is where you're writing your letter to. So receiver is the person who receives the letter, who gets the letter. Sender's address is the person who sends the sender is the person who sends the letter. Write a letter to the director inquiring about the same. So director is the receiver's designation. The receiver's designation. Okay. So all the information has already been given to you in the, one second, again a typing mistake. I don't know why I do so many typing mistakes. Yes, so receiver's designation. So all the information has been given to you. The sender's name, the sender's address, receiver's address and receiver's designation, everything has been given to you. Hi Vashu, good afternoon. How are you? I'm seeing you here for the first time. So welcome to Safalta School. I am Nandini and I am the English faculty over here, and today in this video I am revising the formats of the writing tasks for class 10th CBSE class 10th CBSE exam. Okay, so we are starting with the format letter, the format of the formal letter. Okay, now here in this question that I have put here for practice, we have the sender's name, the sender's address, we have the receiver's designation, and we have the receiver's address. So practically all the information has been given to us, right? Now let's read this. Now let's see how it all begins. Now the first is you write the sender's address. Now in any one second, I've done something wrong here. One second. I'm going to first increase the size of this to, yeah, and this is yellow, right? Now all your formal letters, whether you're writing a letter of order or you're writing a letter of inquiry, they will always start with sender's address. So this is your sender's address, okay? And see, you will notice that on the right hand side there are no commas. So please keep this in mind. When you're writing formal letters, on the outside, on the right hand side, there shouldn't be any commas. Here the comma will do, but if you put comma over here, this will be wrong. Okay, so the sender's address is D105 Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi 110014. Okay, this is sender's address. After that you leave one line. So see, if this is your answer sheet, this is your left corner, right? Sorry, these lines are really crooked because I don't have a scale with me. So if this is your left corner, you are going to start from, so if this is the left corner, this is where you will start from. You will not start from here, you will not start from here. You're going to start from here, right where the left margin is. After writing the sender's address, please leave one line. Okay, after writing the sender's address, please leave one line. See, if you get your formats right, you are sure to get 30-40% of the marks already. So it's important that you get your formats correct. Then you write the date. You leave one line and you write the date. Now the date has to be written after leaving one line, and please make sure that your date is written in this manner. 12th August, 2021, or whatever date you want to write. 12th August 2022, 12th August 2020, or whatever is mentioned in the letter, in the question. Sometimes it's mentioned in the question as to what date you have to use as well. So please write the date accordingly, okay, and in this particular manner. After this, see here, this is the receiver's designation and the receiver's address. See, so here, that is what was given to us in the question, receiver's designation, and then this is the receiver's address. Okay, receiver's designation and receiver's address. So first is the sender's address, leave one line, write the date, always write the date in this format, then write the receiver's designation, then the receiver's address. After that, again leave one line. See, because there was less space here, which is why I have written it like this. But wherever I am drawing these lines, make sure you leave one line in your answer sheet. Okay. So here again we are going to leave one line. Then after that again we are going to leave one line. So before and after the subject also you leave one line. Now what is subject? Subject is written in a manner so that even if the receiver does not read the full letter, he or she knows what the letter is all about. So here it is about an inquiry into the German courses. So that's what I've written, inquiry regarding German courses. Okay, one second, I'll just have a sip of water. Yeah. So after we've mentioned the receiver's address, we are going to leave one line. We are going to write a subject. Subject has to be very short and precise. and it should be clear. So you don't have to write stories here. It should be clear on what you want to ask. Subject, there is a specific reason why subject is here, because even if the receiver does not have time to read the entire letter, or for any reason they don't read the letter, then when they read the subject, he or she reads the subject, they will know what the letter is all about. So that's how crisp and clear your subject should be. After that, you write sir and madam. Now, do you notice I have not put commas anywhere here? No commas here. Even after sir and ma'am, I have not put any comma. See, I'll erase all of these lines so that it's clear to all of you. One second. Yes. See, on the right hand side, there are no lines. On the right hand side, there are no commas. Sorry, not lines. There are no commas. On this right hand side here, after writing the sender's address, the date, the receiver's address. Shehzada, hi. So there are 3 people with me. I can't see their names. I can see their names only in the comment section. Otherwise, I will not be able to see who all are watching me. But Shehzada, thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much. Okay. And then even after writing the receiver's designation or the receiver's address, I have not put any comma. I have not put any comma even after sir and ma'am. So please remember this. Otherwise, you'll end up losing some marks. Now you write the main body of your letter. You write the main body of your letter. Now what was the letter all about? The letter was inquiry about German courses. So your first line becomes, so you can write whatever you want. This is what I have written. I wish to make certain inquiries about the German language courses offered by your institution. That's the first line. Because it's a formal letter, you don't have to write, hi, how are you? Hope this letter brings you in good health and spirits. Greetings for the day. You don't have to write anything like that because it's a formal letter. Had it been an informal letter, you should have written all that. But since it's a formal letter, you will not write all of those things. So I see that another person has joined me in the live. Hi. So you can message me a hi or a hello or send me a smiley. Otherwise I will not come to know your name. Okay, so I have written this first line like this. If you wish, you can write something else. That's up to you. Then I write something about myself. So I've just completed class 10th and want to pursue my career in German. I would like to know the duration of the course, the fee structure, and the transport facilities available. So when you're looking for any course, when you're looking for any sort of coaching, what are you looking for? You're looking for the duration, you're looking for schedules, you're also looking for fee structure. Duration, because you may be interested in a 2 months course or a 6 months course. You may be interested in a 1 year course or even a 20-day course. That's your choice. Then of course the fee structure, depending on what your budget is, you would like to spend on that course. And the third thing, that as a person who is working, I would also like to know the schedules. And then of course here in this case, this person you can write transport facilities also. But if you don't mention transport facilities, it's not as if your marks will be lost. Okay, marks will be deducted. 1 second. Yeah, so it's not as if your marks will be deducted in this. So after that, let's see later what have I written. I've always had a flair for language and have wanted to be multilingual. Multilingual is a person who knows many languages. Multilingual is a person who knows many languages. So, like I know English, Hindi and German, so I can call myself multilingual. Then I've always had a flair for languages. Flair for languages means a person who can learn languages very easily. See, there are a lot of people for whom languages are very difficult, but science and maths are particularly easy. There are people who are very good in languages, but science and maths are particularly difficult. So when you say that you have a natural flair for something, that means it comes very easy to you. It is very easy for you to learn that particular thing. So I've always had a flair for languages and I wanted to be multilingual. Hence, I have the desire to learn the German language. I will be grateful if you could send me the brochure along with the enrollment form, enabling me to register myself for the course at the earliest. Now, You can use simpler language. I have used this language. You can write, I would be grateful if you could send me the details on the given address so that I can join the course as early as possible. So see, this becomes easy. Yeah. This becomes easy. I hope you can see it here. I would be grateful if you could send me the details on the given address so that I can join the course as early as possible. Now what I have written over here, I can also write it like this. It is not necessary that you use this language. This is my language because this is how I have written, but you can also write it in simpler language. So I've given you both the options. I will be grateful if you could send me the brochure along with the enrollment form, enabling me to register myself for the course at the earliest. Also, please find enclosed with a letter a draft of ₹200 for the brochure. Any balance money shall be paid on receipt of the same. I hope to hear from you soon. So you can, so both these examples are ways of how you can write. You can use this language that I have written. You could also write what I have written here in blue. Both of them are correct. So you will not have a problem. I hope to hear from you soon. Yours faithfully, Rama. Because I'm a girl, I've mentioned Rama. You can even write Ram. That's your choice. Again, after yours faithfully, there is no, if you see after yours faithfully, I haven't again mentioned any sort of comma. I have not made any comma here. So that is again something that you will have to be sure of. Don't put any commas over here. Do not put full stops are allowed, but commas after you've written the designation, the address, the date, subject, or even yours faithfully, you're not going to write. Okay. You can even write yours sincerely. So faithfully and sincerely are safe words to write in formal letters. So whether you're writing, okay, one thing again I want to repeat because there are children who've just joined me. Letter of order and letter of inquiry are formal letters. The format will remain the same. What you write in the first, second, third paragraph, that will change. Okay. So I hope that is clear to all of you. Yes, Anushka, Vashu, Shehzada, beta, if you are all listening to me, let me know if you have understood this. Also tell me if you don't understand something, then I will make you understand that as well. Okay. So, yes, letter of order, letter of inquiry are both formal letters. Their format will remain the same. Only what you write in the introduction, main body and the conclusion will change. Otherwise, everything remains the same. Okay. And this is for 2 marks. After this, you have an analytical paragraph which is for 3 marks. That is something that we are going to see after this. So I hope the format of the letter is crystal clear to all of you. After this, let's come to the paragraph writing. Now, what is an analytical paragraph? Analytical paragraph is something that you write after analysis. And how will you do that analysis? You will be given some information. So you will be given information in the form of, you are given information that you analyze. Information that has to be analyzed. Okay. And then, yes, and then how is this information given? You can be given a pie chart. You can be given a bar graph. You can be given a simple table, right? So there are various, you can be given some sort of a diagram. Yes, you can be given diagrams also. So what is an analytical paragraph? An analytical paragraph is a paragraph that has to be analyzed. You have to analyze certain information that is given to you. And once you analyze that information, you are going to write the paragraph. How will you be given that information? Through pie charts, through bar graphs, through simple tables or diagrams. Okay. Now see, this is your question here. The graph is given on the, graph. That's the word that I was missing here. Graph. Okay. Now, a graph has been given on the next slide. When I when I scroll to the next slide, you'll be able to see it. Let's see what the question is first. It says, given alongside is a graph that pertains to the percentage of population living below the poverty line. Below the poverty line. So population, let's underline this, population below the poverty line across different states in India. Now, 2 years, 1973-74 and 99-2000. See, so the 2 years that are mentioned are 73-74 and 99-2000. Okay, so the population of different states in India which live below the poverty line has been given for 2 years. 1 year is 73-74, the other year is 99-2000. Use this information provided to write a paragraph on the age-old problem of poverty in India. So you have to write a paragraph on the poverty in India, and how will you write it? By analyzing the information that is given in this graph. Also mention the regional trends and the way the scenario has changed. Let me erase this and make a line properly. Hello Rajveer. Hi. आप जब पहले वाले सेशन में नहीं आए बच्चे, या ये नौमित है? प्लीज जल्दी से बताओ, ये नौमित है या ये राजवीर है? ओके, सो मेंशन द रीजनल ट्रेंड्स and the way the scenario has changed. So they have also asked you what you need to do. Okay, you have to mention the regional trends and you also have to write about the changed scenario. So there is a graph that is, so let's see the graph first. I think you'll be able to understand it better with this. Now this is the graph. So there is a graph which gives the information of the population that lives below the poverty line. Okay. All right, Rajveer. Okay. So, population that lives below the poverty line. So, this is the graph that is showing the population that lives below the poverty line. And this darkened graph here, the lines that you see are for 73-74. And the lighter lines that you see are for 99-2000. Okay? So, now what are they asking you to do? That they are asking you to analyze this, mention the trends in the various states, and also the changing scenario. Now, if we just analyze this, we will realize that in 99-2000, yes, which states have the least population that lives below the poverty line? It is this, Rajasthan. Yes, so that means between 73 and 74, the population that lives below the poverty line has reduced drastically. Earlier, it was between 40 to 50 million people, and now it is between 10 to 20 million people. Okay. What else? Gujarat also has about 10 million people in the who live below the poverty line in 99-2000, but this figure was close to 50 million in 1973-74. Now, which state had the highest population that lived below the poverty line? It was Odisha, which had about 65 million people below the poverty line. 65 million people below the poverty line. And in 99-2000, that number has just dropped to 45. So that means in 20 years, in 25 years rather, the situation hasn't changed much in Odisha. Why? Because in 73-74, there were 65 million people who were living below the poverty line, and in 99-2000, there are 45 million people who are living below the poverty line. Okay. Then look at West Bengal. In West Bengal, close to 60 million people were living below the poverty line in 1973-74. But in 99-2000, this number is close to 30 million. So again, there has been a significant drop in the state of West Bengal over the last 25 years. So this is how you're going to analyze this paragraph and then write. Okay, I'm also written the paragraph to show you what you can write, but of course you can use your own words, you can use your own analysis here. So if I were you, I would have talked about Odisha, that there hasn't been much change in Odisha. Then I would have talked about West Bengal, because there has been a considerable change in the population that used to live below the poverty line in 73-74, and now in 99-2000 there is a significant drop. The same drop you can see in Gujarat as well. So Gujarat, earlier it was close to 50 million, but now it is less than 10 million. So Gujarat, the population that lived below the poverty line has also reduced significantly. But the least change is the one that you see here. In Odisha, sorry, I have written Odisha, it is Odisha. Odisha and Bihar. The number of people who live below the poverty line hasn't changed much between 73-74 and 99-2000. But that number has reduced significantly for states like Gujarat. Okay. Yes. Now let's see what all has been written over there. So first and foremost, I've given a heading which says poverty, a perennial problem in India. Perennial means something that does not stop. For example, the flow of the river Ganga is perennial. Yes, just an example of perennial. The flow of the river Ganga is perennial. Means it does not stop. Okay, it's perennial. So poverty is an endless problem in India. Poverty is an endless problem in India. You can write, I have written the word perennial. You can also write an endless problem in India. Poverty right? Okay. Poverty in India has manifested itself in many ways. It has become one of the major ever continuous problems that our country faces today. So you can simply write this. That is, it is one of the major problems that is faced by our country today. Then I've written, be it landless laborers, street cobblers, rag pickers, vendors or beggars, all of them fall under the category of poor. So I'm writing the first paragraph, and in the first paragraph I'm basically mentioning the problem. I'm not doing anything else. It's like an introduction to the problem. So what have I written? That it's a continuous problem in India. It's an ever growing problem in India. Then I've talked about what kind of people come and can be called poor and can be included under the category of poor. And even though, now this is the analysis, even though there has been a decrease, a lot is yet to be done. So you can also write, even though a decrease or a decrease has been seen in the last 25 years, but the problem still remains or looms at large in our country. Okay, very simple. You can even mention the last line like this, that the problem still remains and there is a lot that needs to be done. You can also write, a lot needs to be done to further decrease the number of people living below the poverty line. Okay, so you can use simple English and you can be effective. So those students who think that, oh, if you don't write big words and difficult vocabulary, you will not get marks, it's not like that. You can use simple language and yet be effective. So that should not be a problem to any one of you. Okay. Now, I have talked about the bar graph. The given bar graph compares the percentage of the population. So, this is the first line that I've picked up from the question itself. Population living below the poverty line across different states of India in 2 years, 73, 74 and 99, 2000 over a span of 25 years. So, you can write this. The decrease is evident, meaning that there is some decrease, whether a big decrease or a small decrease, it's there in all the states. It is encouraging to note that in 2 of the states, the decline has been drastic. Gujarat has seen a decrease of 27% of the poor population and about 36% in West Bengal. That is what we had also analyzed. We were talking in terms of millions. Here it's talking in terms of percentage. I think, one second. I think you're... Hi Diksha. One second. Below. Population living below. Percentage. Okay. Sorry students, here the percentage is given. Not in millions. Percentage is given. So we are going to write the percentage only over here. Percentage was given. So where I was remember I was talking about how in West Bengal it was close to 60 million, but now it is less than 30 million. So you can write, so instead of writing millions, you are going to write percentage. So in Gujarat, the decrease, so you instead, see, don't get scared here. Diksha, my name is Nandini and I am the English faculty for Safalta School. We are doing these small videos to revise your 10th class English syllabus, CBSE syllabus. And today we are revising the format for formal letters and analytical paragraphs. Okay. Yeah. So Gujarat, so here, it mentions Gujarat has seen a decrease of 27%. We've written West Bengal has seen a decrease of 36%. If you don't want to make this calculation, is absolutely fine. You can even write, so it's not necessary that you write accurate figures, the actual figures. You can simply write close to 50%, close to 10%. It's absolutely all right. Okay. At the same time, many states including Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha show a slow decline. They account for 70% of the poor stratum of the society in 99-2000. And then the concluding line, thus a lot needs to be done to completely eradicate this social evil from the country. Okay. So in the first paragraph, I simply introduced the problem. In the second paragraph, I talked about the analysis that I did for the paragraph. And in the third one, I wrote a concluding line. So 3 paragraphs. Yes, a heading is important. 3 paragraphs and the heading is important. Heading will come in the center here like this. Heading will be in the center. But your paragraphs again will start from your left hand side margin. Left hand side margin of your answer sheets. Your paragraphs will start from there. Do not start your paragraphs from somewhere in the middle of the answer sheet, because you will lose marks in the format. See, why did I do formats? Please understand, you have 2 marks for the formal letter and 3 marks for the analytical paragraph. So out of which there is no point losing 1 mark for formats, right? So please make sure that your formats are on point. You do not make any mistake in formats, because what you write will vary. You may find the topic very difficult, so the content will vary accordingly. You may be very nervous, and which is why you're you may be writing very well, but maybe on the day of the exam you become very nervous and you're not able to write anything. Not able to write anything means not being able to produce the letter or the paragraph properly. Then in that case, you must rely on these small little details of the format to score the maximum marks, because we have prepared for the best, but what really happens that day, we are not sure. So let's inculcate a strategy so that we can derive maximum marks out of what is given to us and what is in our hands. And formats, honestly, is in the hands of the student. If you get the format right, those are ready marks. You will sure get them, because content, the marks can vary, right? Like I said, you may be very nervous and you may not be able to write properly. You may find the question very difficult, which is why you may not write properly. Or you may actually produce something terrific, something really good. So content will vary, but formats will remain the same. So please make sure that your formats are on point and you do not lose out on any marks in the format. Okay. All right. So with this, we come to the end of today's video. I will see you tomorrow at 1:30. Okay. And yes, if you like this video, please like this video, share it with your friends so that they can also get benefited. They also get benefited with these small videos, revision videos that we are coming up for all subjects. And don't forget to share and subscribe Safalta's YouTube channel. And also press that bell icon so that you get our daily updates as well. All right. Okay, students, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow at 1:30 now. Bye. Thank you. Bye Rajveer, Diksha, Shehzada, Vashu, Anushka. Bye bache. Thank you for joining the